Need the dollar, and the dollar is all I need. And need the dollar is all I... Hey, good morning, guys. A great morning to all of those who tuned into the realest thing in the world, coming to you from Guyana. 126 Leloni Street, Queenstown, Georgetown, the capital city of Guyana, and the only English-speaking country in South America. Yeah. We got mostly Spanish speakers, one Dutch-speaking country here, one French-speaking country, and the only English-speaking country, Guyana. So this morning I want to discuss some things. Yesterday I received a call from a man who taking care of the children. You gotta be careful when you're getting into family disputes, right? You gotta be careful when you're getting into family disputes. What happens is men, are they predisposed? No, predisposed should be natural. So a predisposition is like a default of, but shouldn't be. Predisposed is not the term to use. That's the wrong term. So too many men expressing a female attitude or feminine mannerisms. Like, because men are more physical, because we're physically stronger than women, we tend to be more aggressive. That's by nature. It's natural for us. We happen to be guided by laws and the training of morals, whether it's religion or good bringing up by fathers or good bringing up by parents in general. And so we act in a certain manner. Because if you leave us, if you take a human being and bring them up in the forest where there was no Bible or nothing, they would have to develop animal instincts. Because that is what's needed to survive in the jungle. We're not in the jungle. We're not primitive beings any longer. We've come out, we've come out from the jungles and now we're in the plains, not aeroplanes, on the plains, flatlands. Right? So, I got this story, but nonetheless, I got to talk about the story because I have a lot of information here. But you mightn't have the other side of the story. So a mother went and collect 3 children, the money for 3 children. The cash grant, 45,000 by 3. Now, the father is saying she doesn't do anything. She smoke. He produced pictures of her smoking. Right? This is she. I don't know who does this, but this is worrying. Like, she smoking a joint or wherever she's smoking. Why would she do that? Like, who? How you take out a selfie? You try to show somebody a smoke? Is appreciation. Being a junkie gives you a certain solace. Who go on there? No. I ain't touch nothing. Eh? No, me ain't touch nothing there just, huh? You see the picture jump there just, huh? Wow, 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 wow. You gotta be careful. That's strange. Let's do a sweep of these computers, see if they got any malware or anything on it. Because it didn't jump to the next picture. It jumped the whole next line. Could be something, but you know I don't left nothing, no stone unturned. Yeah. So this mother here, she went and collect. The father called me and complained. She went and collect for all 3 of the children. Now the children only stay with her over the weekend, but the father also complained about the circumstances under which the children got. This is she apartment. So I try and find the sign is what he's seeing here. This is she tabletop. Where's this thing here? So she got her key here. She got a beer. Something in cabinet with little ears. But this is what going on from this tabletop here. There's a plant there, right? This is she house. Well, sometimes me house would end up like this upon eating. Finish eating. So you gotta ask yourself, but this little too much. Right? This little too much. This is not normal. Right? This is a house where she taking care of 2 children. Well, empty pot is empty pot. Me not see nothing wrong with empty pot, but it's on wash weirs. Right? So you're putting everything in the dark tie in house. Right? She obviously unkept. I don't know what's the circumstance for this. Right? Oh, Jesus Christ. There's a bake there in the car there. Oh, Jesus Christ. So this is the circumstance. You're showing this all the time? Oh, so this is the circumstances under which she live in. She walk in some way. She know the father deals with most of the taking care of the children. Child care protection. He with the children most of the time. This is what he telling me. She goes, the children go with she on the weekend. The father now go yesterday for collect the, and this is something that gotta be looked at. Doesn't the school know who is the parent that's be constantly coming? Hello, good morning.
Morning, bro.
Yeah, talk to me. I hear you.
Oh, that's your life. I want to call you off of the life when I don't call you back.
Well, just drop me a message.
No, I want to talk to you, boss. I'll call you back when you're done, buddy.
All right. Time is the essence. Me doesn't got time for talk long story. This is a nice tea. What tea is this morning? I need the dollar. The dollar is what I need. Chai. This is chai tea. So this says vanilla chai. Biggie Low. Yeah. So too many times human beings are caught up within themselves. So there is no greater purpose in life than serving others. Let me tell you again. The relationship between human beings, and I say human beings, could be mother, father, father, son, mother, daughter, father, daughter, mother, son. It could be any interaction between human beings. So the relationship between human beings can be daunting sometimes. It can be frustrating. Because anger is met out from another individual, anger is met upon or forged upon another individual, love would be given because of emotion. Because of emotions, because we're emotional creatures, we tend to be affected a little longer than normal than other animals in the kingdom, in the animal kingdom. Because of the makeup or the structure of our being, our mere existence is hinged a lot on to simplify for the layman, mysticism. So our being, the existence of human beings and their being thereafter is not merely about flesh or what we say. There's so much going on there because in the world that we live in, there's psychology, people are very sensitive. There's so much going on. In the lion kingdom, hunt, eat, procreate, raise, hunt, eat. Simple. It's a simple cycle. In the human being cycle, because of how we see ourselves, it's much more complicated. But there's no greater purpose than serving other human beings. No, whether you like it or not. Because of how the human structure is created, if you see yourself or understand or find solace in serving others, you get some bit of warmth. Like if you ask yourself, what's the structure about living, educating ourselves, a career, then die and then leave something? If you ask yourself, why billionaires are billionaires? Why do they amass so much? Why are they wills? Because no matter what is the circumstance between you and your children, you want to have said you have done and you pass on. But because we are all unique, each individual is unique. No two individuals have ever shared the same space in time, ever. And people don't know. That is why to assume that two existences have shared the same space in time, the illusion of a spirit had to be created. Because here have no, you can't come into me, I can't come into you. So we had to create the spirit to suggest that there's something else in Alpha Remedy, the same space in time. At this time, if someone was to come and brace their shoulders toward me, we would be in the same proximity of space, but not in the same space in time. So someone might be able to come here after I get up from this seat and sit here and share this same space, but in a different time. That is so profound that people can't get it. If no two human beings have been able to share the same space in time, then no two human beings would have ever had the same experiences. Never it has been done. Even Siamese twins, conjoined twins, are in an area at certain part of their body, but their brain, because a being has to have a brain. That is why even if something is brought forth that is partially human, once it has the brain, we accept it. So human beings don't have to be complete. It doesn't have to have arms and legs. It could have a brain, because that is what make us this being consciousness. Not to say other animals are not conscious, but our level of consciousness is unique in the world. So there's no greater purpose in serving than serving other human beings. And to contextualize that, let me suggest to you, it's not going about, it's not being a Mother Teresa or a Mahatma Gandhi or a Malcolm X or a Martin Luther King. If you were to bring your children up in the right way, you would have been enough service to human beings, just bringing your children up in the right way. Because you would have nurtured it. You would have brought up a human being that could now be worthwhile sharing space in time that doesn't negatively impact other people's lives. And that's the reality of the world. You see, to understand where I'm coming from, one has to be a deep thinker. We're not all deep thinkers. So I'm in a group this morning and I'm having a discussion with the group, and I put in a 6-minute voice note. And what happened, one body come in this morning, yesterday might have, and put in a girl photo and said, man, this filter, she's going too far with this filter thing. And she's not the most beautiful girl, but with the filter, she looks very interesting. But she's not the most beautiful girl. But when I look at the picture, I see she sturdy hair. So I'm thinking, you know, a pair of boobs on a woman, she ain't a mackerel. She ain't look like a cockroach. But she got a pair of boobs, and if she could do a proper blowjob, I think there's enough acceptance for me. And who could talk about, like, who's more man than me? Like, if we're talking about men and a man who has the ability to speak on men's behalf, who could talk more than me? Half black, half Portuguese, you understand? Raw. Like, you know, let me go across the spectrum of men in Guyana. Who could come up if they talk about men? Who could come up and say, yo, I got my days if I want to look up. It's just that I was talking about it in the group too. I don't want to outshine women. Like when I go to take a picture of fans, I say, oh God, I didn't realize that I got a picture of you. I say, yo, the main fact you look better than me, that's enough. You understand? You're a woman. I watch any woman. How rugged or whatever. When I watch just like me here, this, because me want to outshine women. Which kind of man wants to outshine woman? It's a feminine quality. You know, this like makeup thing and how you looking. That's not right for a man. Because what purpose here? There's so many ways we can serve. What purpose serves you? When a woman in all her glory is outshined by you. Like we're supposed to be, you know, the beast. Beauty and the beast. It's not beauty and beauty. It makes you start feeling like a lesbian. Yes, I got tone it down. Because if I plait up me hair and I comb up me hair, they got these eyes. Look, you understand? But do I want to outshine a woman or a woman in general? I want to be attractive. But I don't want women to start feeling like lesbians. At least there's me thought process. Right? And then what happens is that the women think they need to do Cleopatra. They come with these eyelashes, they take, I said, what is this as well? What's going on? Is it sweeper cleaner? You just sweeper cleaner? You work at, which school you work at? All of this, Christopher, yes, it's just the leaves and hot water. I'm off of sugar. If I use something sweet in a day, me body does recognize it right away. I'm off of sugar. I don't use sugar in nothing. If I drinking milk, it's just milk and hot water and thing. Right? And I try to stay away from processed foods. So I had a lengthy conversation with people that I were in a group in, because men looking at a woman's looks. Now let me tell you something. The qualities in a woman that make her a good partner has nothing to do with her appearance. This is the funny thing. Not by a long shot, 5% women are ugly. Yes, Anne? Ugly women, I think 50% of men are ugly. But women, because what is all the criteria that could make a good-looking woman? Your face mightn't be in full tack, but it's not facial alone. Because who's screwing who face? You screwing anybody's face? You understand? A woman might have good shape, she might have good physical features, but moreover, what really is nurturing and works for a good relationship or makes for good relationship is a woman's attitude. A lot of times their attitudes are overwhelming because it's their disposition. They come with this attitude that other men have caused upon them and instilled in them. Whether it's from an early age that they've been abused by someone close and have a level of resentment for men that they can't shy away from, or bad experience with men. I can tell you, because every past woman in my life wouldn't be able to say, I don't think she'd say without, or fairly say, oh, the relationship was amazing. Because you wake up one morning, you're going on around, I used to drop you like hotcake without explaining what's the problem. I used to go around with a girl named Melissa. I drop she, so I get she phone messages and things. I realized she playing on top of me head, and I just left. She never told her till 2 years after. And when she wanted to hook up again, we sit down in the car, just like how we used to drink. We used to drink a quarter and a thing. I mean, she sit down in the car, we used to sex in the car and so. And I hook up with her, and we sit down drinking, and she maybe thought this would have been a reenactment of the past. So when she started, I said, no, man, we're a friend, we passed the stage. Because I'm not enticed by that. You see, masculinity, there are certain qualities that come with masculinity, and men don't know. If you're a weak man, you can't suggest you're high up on the chain of masculinity. No. Masculinity, or to be masculine, is a set of and subset of attitudes and mannerisms. Now it has transformed itself over the years, because the nights would have been very brutal. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning to you. I'm going to find out something, man.
If Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior?
Yeah?
Oh.
Hello?
Yeah, what are you trying to find out?
This NIS money, man, I want to be you getting over 40,000. We ain't getting nothing. Can you please find out if we put it in the air?
Over what?
They give the person who gets in 45,000, they give 42,000, right? We ain't hearing nobody over 40,000 going getting nothing. Still this thing here. Well, I'm asking if you could highlight it about for you, man. Do something and put it up in the air for you, know?
So, no. We're on the air right now. I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
How much money you just collect on a monthly basis?
I just get over 60,000, right? But what I'm saying, if NIS giving...
No. You get pension.
Yeah.
You don't receive, and you also collect your old age pension.
Yes.
So you're collecting the among the 35.
No. Yeah, that's 35 for old age, yeah.
What people now getting 40 for? I added thing on top.
Yes, people live from bottom getting 40, but we were getting 60 and getting nothing. So you are if you could find something like that.
How do you, like for instance, you get $60,000 NIS pension because of the rate that you would have gotten your salary when you used to be working and paying.
Yeah.
So if we were to raise that presently across the board, how much do you think the man who used to be working for $300,000 and getting $200,000 now pension, how much do you think he can get?
Well, he's supposed to get so to really increase the NIS pay.
Where does, as we ask and demand for these things, where do you think the funds come from?
All right, stick a pin. Probably you were not around, or you probably was a little boy. Born say across the board for NIS. Born and dead and gone, I say across the board, but this man here will come though he giving who he feels to give him money to. Is we money put it in the NIS? Is we money Billy Bridge?
No, have you thought of, or first thing is, so NIS and how the pension fund works, an existing society pays for the old age.
Okay.
Have you thought about the NIS that is being garnered presently compared to the NIS that need to be paid out on a monthly basis?
Okay. Point taken. It is whose slackness causing so many people not to pay NIS. Can you answer me, please?
Well, I don't know about no slackness because even to me, paying huge amounts of NIS, I'm suggesting the statistics of the payees to the payers is outweighed. No, not to say I think NIS is a mess. The National Insurance Scheme is one of the biggest natural disasters in this country, how it's put. I think it needs to be, computerized. I think it needs to be decentralized and well thought out and replaced by a more comprehensive, modern insurance scheme. Right? That's a matter of fact. No, I can't say that it's bankrupt because I've been told by no less than the Vice President and the Minister of Finance that as a result of good investment made by NIS in the Borbies Bridge and other places, they have had a fair and good return on its investment. And the main fact that the NIS had money to invest suggested that it had funds and a buildup of funds. Now it only have a buildup of funds, but it has benefited from the aggregation of interests on that funds that it invested in the Borbies Bridge. Right?
Yeah.
But when we gonna look at, and this is not me explaining, this is just me understanding, right? Because first when I used to do media alone, I had costing everybody anyway and everything. Then I could remember I used to cover every accident. And I had to change my modus operandi when my son ended up in an accident and I have to cover that. Did you get the video with the thing? So then I used to cost all the contractors. Then I go in and get the personal experience of the contractors. So now I still got costs, but I got to be careful with how I'm stepping because what is told about the contractors might not be necessarily true. Because I am seeing the circumstances too, you know? And then I'm not in every field, but before I talk to a doctor, I take a lot of consideration why a professional will act in a certain manner and make sure I got all the information because of my unique experience in these fields. What I'm suggesting to you is that if you could figure out, do the numbers and think in the sum, like if there's an increase on people at 60,000, of which there are 25,000 of those people. Let me do some short numbers. Let us say you get, 60,000 you say you get in?
Yeah.
Let me get a 25% increase, right? There's $15,000,
Yeah.
right? Let me say they got must see about 10,000 people like you, right? By 10,000, they got more. It's $150 million.
Okay.
Then, now remember we dealing with 60,000 people.
Right.
80,000 is 20,000, 25% by another 10,000 people. There's $200 million. And as it grows to think the 300,000 people, you understand? Because the bigger your salary is, the bigger the NIS you get.
Right.
Not to say it is not needed, but what I think would be more beneficial, because if you have an efficient healthcare system, like you want your money at your age, because you need to bolster yourself up, right? Not to say some of y'all ain't running to go to super bets, because I know one with stroke and acting, he living in the super bet, right? No good purpose. Because if you're going to do an analysis and a thing, I don't see the grandparents of the past. All like me mother just call me and say, watch, I save up my money, I got my money. You want a little money for bar and all them things, they understand? Me mother could help me. She's called, you need? I said, mommy, I don't need nothing, right? Because she know me circumstance. You understand? So she might get a couple 100,000, she grandchildren. Does borrow she thing and get she back and all them things. Remember they got their own thing going on, they independent, right? But she know that, you know, salaries to we is millions of dollars every month and all them thing now. She know the fuel is 25 million and all of that. So she think, you know, she can help me with a couple 100,000, which is sometimes it might need it. Sometimes I did indeed need a 200,000. But remember, I'm suggesting that I have a mother that collects this money and has the possibility of giving me back. You got some grandparents and thing, they doing whatever they want to do. And all good and great for them. What I would lobby for, I want a better healthcare system for you, boss. I want you could go and get your checkup like how they do it outside.
Yeah.
Once you would have paid your dues, I want a better healthcare so you could get your checkup, you could go and get a dental cleaning at no cost. You must get your glasses. Well, the NIS is give $10,000 for your glasses, right?
12,000.
But before I give you 20 grand, I want a better healthcare system for you, because the opening hospital in Diamond, big hospital all about the place.
Yeah.
What purpose? Just forgot buildings? No. I want the old people could be able to call an ambulance, go and pick them up and carry them to the thing and get a checkup. You understand? I think that would be more vital. The funny thing about that is I don't hand you money and you go and play super bets. But in that, if we're going to create a system like that, no, we got to do jobs. Because I could hand you your money, you take the 20,000 and put it into Spanish for hand. You understand? How do we do things that is going to be beneficial to you as a retiree and an elderly citizen, and be beneficial to the country and development as a whole? Because you got to get ambulance driver. You understand? Fuel man selling more fuel. Man who's selling the ambulance.
Thank you for lecturing so far. My contention is, if I need Tom, I must need Thomas. And if I need Jack, I must need Jackass. I mustn't segregate.
That is why I'm suggesting systems that serve everybody.
Man, will you, I listen to you enough. Let me explain myself now. You go to public hospital, ask 90% of the people who go to public hospital, show me where NIS card. None of them know of it because they never pay NIS and they get any benefits. Why we pay work to exceed and give them 1,750 contribution, and what we get?
You ever play super bets?
I don't have a place to prevent for. You have a place to prevent for.
Okay.
I got money for you to have a place to prevent.
How much of you're getting the 60 and you're getting the
And you get it 35.
35. And you got your own place?
No, got parents.
How old are you?
I am 66 years old.
Okay. You make some bad choices in life though.
Everybody make bad choices in life. Everybody make bad choices, including you. And one saying...
Well, I was fat before I could rectify me mistakes.
Because you're young, but I contribute to the NIS as I put them there. As I make them a big concrete building and all kinds of things, right?
Yeah.
They've been dragging it out to me pocket. Now to put it back in me pocket, you give the sugar workers when the government returned so many years who barely got 800 contribution.
Oh, not do that.
Not
Not do that. Listen to me. There is a time in this country that the sugar industry took this country forward. That's a matter of fact. There was never no time in this country that the NIS contributor take this country forward. NIS contributors were always contributing to NIS consignees and who needed. We're talking the sugar industry at one time was building the road. The thing that came from the sugar industry was literally carrying the country. Great percentage of the inputs in this country and how it was moving forward and how we paid our bills, how we paid for loans came from the sugar industry. You can't compare this cheese and chat.
No, that's all wrong. You know nothing about the sugar industry. Don't talk what you don't know about. This sugar industry is a suck off to the government. They're sucking the government up to now.
No, I said there was a time.
Yeah.
Now, do you know about the sugar levy?
We don't need to get sugar. Everybody used to come here from overseas.
Well, so there was a time that sugar, we used to make money off of it, and it supported our economy. That is how we used to check sugar. Like now how we just check rice. Now we can't check sugar because sugar is running at a deficit. Government is putting money into it. And it is because of that past time that it propped up our economy and brought us here. And because of the input of sugar workers, that is why it is treated that way.
So, all right, by taking, because we contributed heavily to them, we work as slave, we set output for them, and we get things.
No, but there was never a time that NIS contributions was the thing that took the country forward. NIS contributors have always been putting out back to NIS consignees. So it is a nice little thing, pension fund, when you get old.
Listen to me. Do some research when Burnham take me money and go and invest it in the islands and stuff, house, NIS money. And that anytime we go overseas, we can get money for them to go and do operation or what have you.
I am saying there was never a time that NIS funds, it was suggested that it took us, our economy forward. NIS money in recent times were taken and built the Berbice Bridge. Assisted great in the Berbice economy.
What to the hotel, the big hotel, where the NIS money bill there?
Yes, but what I'm saying, we are talking about our economy in whole, taking our country forward, literally propping up everything. NIS has never garnered so much money to assist in such a way.
Because we put it in there as insurance. When we pay in, is it right? Let me ask you this. Is it right for you pay 750 or 800 contribution and you get in half the money while put 1750 contribution? Do the maths. And I could have been more better.
All right, Chief, I'm going to take another caller. I hear you.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, Critic.
Yeah, buddy.
Good morning. I can't hear you.
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Okay, just one point, brother. That guy that you're talking to there about the NIS, I want him to know that in 1969, Burnham took $80 million from the Sugar Welfare Labor Fund that the people them used to get money to build house and road and whatever. In 1969, when they started the NIS, and Burnham poured $80 million and started the NIS.
I hear you,
He was
brother.
against that because he was taking away the money from the sugar workers.
I hear
So
that.
tell him that sugar workers make the sacrifice all the time.
Roger.
I work on the sugar industry. I was an apprentice at Diamond Lenora Estate in where the Diamond Hospital is now in 1969. So Burnham did that, and these people come and talk about sugar workers.
Now, it don't matter who do. I am saying that they are, thanks for your input. I am saying there has never been a time.
You know, try and find out that, because I'm the guy who call and tell you about Vincent Tika. So
Roger.
what I'm telling you is true. I know all these stories.
Well, from your point, and once I got verified, safe. And I see
Yeah, take care, brother.
the reason for lying about things. But here what I say. Like the NIS fund remits money from people, and they always had old people who needed. So there's got put in and it coming out. So the fund itself type here has got a little surplus. And there's for future. You understand? Good morning, sir.
Good morning. A lot of people are making comments about the NIS and its inefficiency, but let me speak for myself. Last year, July, I made it to 60 years of age. I monitored my contributions. 8 days after my 60th birthday, I got my NIS book. Last week, when I went to collect my new NIS book, I was sitting next to a guy. I was boasting to him that I got my book 8 days after my birthday, and he smiled. He said he got his book exactly on his 60th birthday. I say all this to say NIS is efficient. People are not efficient.
Here was the problem, and nobody don't catch, Chief. The customers of NIS, ain't no easy crew, mostly miserable, because of age and everything else, right?
Of course.
Old people in general is problematic. So, highly frustrated, and if you're highly dependent on that, if you're highly dependent on NIS, most likely you're going through a certain sort, because I know people collecting the NIS. Like me mother, she's collecting, but me mother independent panda, and she collecting it on time. She would ask me about it and this and that, and then calling me for tell me, like, some people they're bad for it. As a result of the circumstance they're in, they're dependent on NIS to live the next day. Me mother got a surplus because me mother don't have a job. She money build up and willing to lend me.
NIS should go on a campaign to sensitize people at age 50. Start putting in, start getting in tune for NIS at age 60.
No, but it needs to be computerized. It needs to be organized differently. And I, in light of how I see things up, how Guyana works, I am not lobbying for no money for nobody. I am talking about efficient systems that an elderly person can be picked up or could go to the hospital and get the regular checkup. Not when you're sick, check you up. You understand? If you hear from Auntie Elmo, somebody calls up from social protection and says, ma'am, you need to go and get a checkup. What happened to you? Oh, I don't feel like going. Why don't you feel like going? What's wrong with you? Think, hospice and these kind of things. That in the time, people don't go about suffering. You understand? That in tune is an inclusive, all-inclusive system that everybody could be benefited from. And I could know you, even the dung that decide to kick me. When I get old, there's a system in place as a Guyanese citizen, as an elderly person, to take care of you. And it is being respectful to our elderly people don't understand. The denigration of our culture and our moral standing is highly, it's one of the pillars that is being eroded in good culture is how you look at all successful societies and you will see the respectfulness for the elderly is of the utmost importance. The respect for even the dead.
Yeah.
You look at progressive cultures, you'd realize that all man, look at the mafioso of the Italian mafias and even the old man, man can't talk wakipa. Here, we want box you. You understand?
Have a good day. That's
Safe. Safe, Chief. You understand? Good, structured cultures take a lot from the old people. Like America wanna be in a big anti-man culture if they detect even the old people. Because where they get this new thing, pronouns and all of it, the old people confused when they hear this thing now. I then catching up to technology, but you imagine where your old people seeing the people rolling in the grave now. You look at foreign cultures, you look at the French, you look at everybody. Very respectful of the elder, because that is who you will become. How could you disrespect yourself in the future? No, they got enough old people stupid. But how can a human being disrespect itself in the future? Who is this old man? Who is this old woman? You are going to become that individual. You will be in that same place. What have you done? What have you experienced to assume that you will escape old age? And in disrespecting the elderly is disrespecting yourself of the future. People just don't get it, people don't see it. Then when you knew, as you get older, know what you did to your mother, your father, you become a miserable old person yourself. Because you're miserable with yourself. If you don't have nothing good to say to me, my mother don't great that. As a matter of fact. I'm a little hot-headed as I got, if you ain't got nothing good for say to old people, don't say nothing bad to them. If I know an old person scratching, I stay away, I stay away. I keep my distance from them very respectfully. You imagine disrespecting yourself of the future? Fudge the people out. You got people disrespecting their own mother, their own father. Me, I tell you, me and my mother don't get like she attack something and give me from my nurse. Miss Tiwi. I want the best of my mother. I don't want to stress her out. It's my mother. You believe I want a confrontation with my mother for me bias them, see? We had that time me and my mother fight. And it's like, this is not I want to be. This is not who I want to be. No, this is not something that was taught to me. I learned this. I'm looking at good. And you could emulate, look for good. You have the internet, the access to the world. Research different cultures. And you'd see the most nourishing and nurturing cultures is those who take care of their elderly. People who love animals. Like if you go in the ghetto, you see the ghetto got dog. And the nice suburban homes got dogs too. But look at the difference in the dogs. The ghetto dog is always a fighting dog. Ah, they got tied with a chain. It's always a fighting dog. The ghetto dog is an expression of the ghetto and the ghetto people. It's always an angry dog. And you're going to think everybody got a, a dog, whether the big or whether they're angry, very sensitive dog. Trained. Even the dogs. Enough with the morning lecture. So this one, collect all the money. I don't know. I'm glad if she could reach out to me and explain. Because she got a nicer photo, but I choose to use this one. Because I'm like, who takes out a picture burning a giant? Like, who does that? The husband saying I no number for sure. I don't know what relationship the guy he dropping the kids to a woman that he ain't got a number for make contact with. I don't know how. And he's got drop shit every weekend. He go for collect the money yesterday. The teachers them say she don't come and collect the money again. Now I don't know if she's gonna pick up the children and go and buy the school thing or what she's doing. But under she live in circumstances and so highly unlikely. Social protection have to look into this. I tell him make a report to the police station. Let's see what we got here. Nigel Hughes and the AFC campaign. Now, the hypocrisy, this is from Nigel Hughes' post, by the way. This young lady here, and this shows the hypocrisy, because these people talk about these things. Here was me problem and a Nigel Hughes leadership. I think Nigel Hughes can be considered to be an amazing attorney. He's a brilliant attorney. Unfortunately, over the years, Nigel Hughes has used that brilliance for only his personal gain. Because even when Nigel Hughes does a pro bono job, it is really to show his superior skills, because he picks up pro bono jobs of a high profile nature. The Henry brothers, he's always there where there's confusion and things that create great unrest in this country. I'm asking myself, do you want to elevate Nigel Hughes to a leadership position? You imagine working his way up and having a position of an opposition leader? A man who's been on the fringes of so many incidents and instances in this country that left a bad taste in Guyanese mouth. Oh, this photo, this arrow, this girl with this yellow shirt, this girl here, works at the Public Procurement Commission. And she's openly campaigning with Nigel Hughes. Is that a conflict of interest? How do we treat things like this? Because the opposition would highlight this body works. May Thomas is a executive of the PPP and this body is the... She's a part of the accountability mechanism. Do you think she played a role in stirring up the issues that followed my Bellevue contract, the controversy that was created around the Bellevue contract? These questions got to be asked. Because you're very deliberate about your political convictions. You're here, you're campaigning with Nigel Hughes. What else would you not do in your professional capacity for party? Now put that aside. That is on Nigel Hughes' page, by the way. Put that aside. Do you want Nigel Hughes in a leadership position? He's always been on the fringes of, he created the atmosphere about the 33 and the 34 was the greater half. He created that atmosphere that caused the PNC to unlawfully prolong their tenure from 2018 to 2020, 2 years. He created that atmosphere. Now, it must say Nigel Hughes is a brilliant lawyer. But he's always been there. He's been embroiled with, there have been stories told of him with the Hamiltons of Buxton. And when the young Hamilton was murdered, turn on the thing in the background there.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Turn on the thing in the back. Yeah, Critic, I just called it for the topic in the morning concerning the Nigel Hughes thing there.
Mm-hmm.
Where you say I think he's a good leader, man. We just need a bigger party, a bigger following.
What leadership qualities you see desirous to a people in Nigel Hughes?
Well, I think he's been first responsive with regard to, especially in his role as a lawyer, he's been very responsive with regard to his clientele, you know. But further,
I've said he's an amazing lawyer. He's a brilliant lawyer.
And I think based on those characteristics alone, right, he should be at least given applauded for another leadership role, which is going to be in the government.
Now, when it comes to leadership in the government, he's vying for a position in opposition to become leader of the AFC. That's what we're discussing. Now, when it comes to leadership positions, let me tell you, if you are not adequately informed in the area, like for instance me, with the following that I have amassed, I might be able to get a couple seats in parliament, right? But I had to refrain from that thought because I consider myself still to be an asshole. I think, let
me tell you this, I think even in politics, asshole characteristic is not a bad characteristic.
No, but here, I am telling you, in being honest, I don't think I've reached the level of maturity to be forged into a leadership position.
That's fair enough on your behalf. But even in the capacity with regard to Nigel Hughes, he does have those qualities.
My brother, he's a good lawyer. Nigel Hughes, over the years, when afforded an opportunity to play a role in a political position, has not expressed any level of understanding of leadership, whereas you lead. Nigel Hughes come in like a little cockroach and creates confusion, hysteria. He has never one time expressed a quality to say, well, here, calm down. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. Nigel Hughes, with his great knowledge and capacity, created the premise under which PNC carried on for 2 years unlawfully as a government. Nigel Hughes did that.
All right. Well, I would say I don't have the facts to confirm or deny.
No. This is not facts for you to confirm and deny. On the 21st of December 2018, there was a no confidence motion brought against the government of the day. And that government was brought down. At that time, or just thereafter, they should have recused themselves from parliament and existence as a government. Nigel Hughes created the premise and atmosphere that put Guyanese into confusion for 2 years and 5 months thereafter. Those are matter of facts. You gotta know, me gotta know, I lived through these experiences. There was a no confidence motion on this date. You understand? They were supposed to be out. Nigel Hughes come, throw a wrench in the works and say, no, You sure this thing right? Got Nagamutu saying how little battle and big battle and half battle and quarter battle. Confusion. No time when given the opportunity before has Nigel Hughes expressed unique leadership qualities.
Let me say something, and I give you this as a guarantee, right? Right or wrong, though you was wrong, right? That sounds like something my friend Barry Jaggi would do just the same, and that's a leadership quality. It's taking a stance, even if you're right or wrong. You understand? You can't deny the fact.
You can't take a stance with wrong.
No, well, I can give you, I can say to you, and I can do my research and confirm with you that there's been stance taken by the present government today, and my best friend, Mr. Japio, doesn't take wrong stances.
You ain't got to do research. You ain't got to do research. Obviously, there's something in your subconscious that you know. One instance.
It is a quality of leadership.
One instance. Give me one instance.
No, I have to do my research.
My brother, I could give you several instances of Nigel Hughes expressing an inability to exercise good leadership qualities. Story done. Now, Jagdio was Nigel Hughes has never attained the position of a high-level politician. Jagdio has been the finance minister, president, longest sitting president for 12 years, opposition leader for 5 years, and now opposition leader and general secretary of a party for 5 years, and now going on as vice president and general secretary of the People's Progressive Party. All of these positions, I'm asking you one time to make reference, since we're having the discussion, of one time through all those years. And here was the catch with this thing. There has to be. But you came in representation of a thing that you don't know about or not adequately informed in, and an area that you've not well thought out, because there has to be times Jagdios would make mistakes.
For an example?
Yes, sir.
Here's an example. An example would have been the situation between Vice and Sue. That would have been a mistake on Mr. Jagdio's behalf. That, right or wrong, it was brought to the public light. Right? Now, that is a fact. That is a matter of fact.
So here now, give me. That is something that we are speaking. No, but here, I can't allow you for tax chippiness. We are speaking about the expression of leadership qualities. That has to do with decision making. So you saw the Vice video? Did you see the Vice video?
I watched the video.
Did Jagdio ask for money, accepted money, talk about money? Where was a poor leadership decision made?
You're very biased, bro. You're too biased, bro. This guy...
I'm asking questions, brother.
Clearly indicated that this guy was in the wrong and he was doing business under the team.
My brother, there was a video produced by Vice News where a Chinese businessman sat with Jagdio. In that video, did Jagdio request money, ask for money, received money?
Are we aware that Sue and him have been in collaboration for prior business? Yes or no? Yes.
What collaboration?
There was collaboration, and he has highlighted Sue to be somebody that he has collaborated with.
Friend, like he is.
With that guy, and that guy is doing on the half business.
What's the relationship between me and Jagdio?
I don't know the relationship between you and Jagdio, Critic. You're asking me.
That's what I'm asking you. Who you think is the relationship between me and Jagdio?
Me know your friend. I don't know.
I've been accused of pump station.
Yeah, but listen, you gotta hear what I'm telling you. You gotta hear what I'm saying, right? This guy, Jagdio himself came out and said, yeah, this man is business. You understand?
My brother.
Listen, you gotta give him a chance, man. This guy was caught up with Vice for this man in a peculiar situation. I'm talking about Sue. Mm-hmm. So, having taken the Jagdio's out, this is a guy, the two of them is do business, Sue and Jagdio. Vice now come in, Vice carry Sue by Jagdio.
My brother, let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. There is no evidence of such.
What story? And I got a
There is no evidence of such that exists that Jagdio and Sue does business.
Jagdio himself said a critic, so he's telling me there's no
He
evidence.
said himself and Sue were friends. That's how you always get mixed up. And the funny thing about knowing, or the dangers but knowing, is not knowing when you don't know.
So Jagdio and Sue is friends, right? They said
Jagdio said, not me no.
Jagdio said he and Sue are friends, right? He never confirmed or denied they do business. However, in the video of fight, Sue confirmed that they do business. It wasn't Jagdio to confirm it. Sue himself confirmed that.
Sue was in the presence of somebody speaking to Vice President Jagdio about a business proposal and business interest that the individual had.
Yes, I know what Sue said.
Tell me something.
I don't forget.
Tell me something.
I don't forget.
The oil and gas,
It's your platform.
huh?
It's your platform. Can you give me a chance? Because
No, I'm asking you questions. We're having a fair discussion here. Everybody hearing you. Hear what I'm saying? Who do you think sits down and have negotiations with the people as it relates to the oil and gas sector?
I don't know, Jagdio.
Well, the last time I heard was 90-something. The last time we had a discussion, brother, not recent, 90-something discussions as a result of the gas assure negotiations. Qatar, the people who build in the hotel. Who do you believe the people sit down and talk to as it relates to the business of building a hotel?
The government.
Yes. So somebody had to sit down and talk to somebody before something happened. They don't just follow this guy.
It's fair, but that's why. But that's what I'm saying to you. When you're saying to me, that Sue and Bar Jagdio don't do business, that only Bar Jagdio confirmed that they're friends. That is a false statement.
There is no evidence to suggest that Sue and Barra Jagdio did business.
Sue himself said that.
Listen to me. Them people are here. Listen to me. Sanction Punani them. Right? Sanction Punani them. They had to sit down and talk to somebody. They got
No doubt.
gold license, fuel license, cambio license. Everybody sits and talks to somebody.
No doubt. But you know when the conversation becomes business critics, when you put a dollar ticket in.
What we are discussing here is leadership qualities. You are bringing disrepute. I'm not bringing disrepute to, I have never said Nigel Hughes do no run-ins. You understand? I am saying that Nigel Hughes has never expressed unique leadership qualities when he was always given the position that he get a little leeway for express those leadership qualities. He used it to create confusion and unrest. That is all I'm saying. If I were to have to choose lawyers today for a matter, I would choose Nigel Hughes. You understand? He know he's a smart liar. The thing is, he has never used his knowledge to express unique leadership qualities. That is all I'm saying.
That's all right. But here's what I can say to you, right? Because I don't have facts to refute what you said, I'm going to give you the leeway where that's concerned, right? But I also think that you should give the guy leeway to give himself time.
My brother, you gotta remember, I've been when the streets the burning after the Henry brothers. I've been in Essequibo. When the riots everywhere, this man goes, he creates confusion. I don't want to see in a leadership position. The boy got a unique skill. It is like the behavior of 1 million dirty women. I ain't willing to go up against that.
So here's the question to you, right? Outside of this you was saying, right? If you were to give your opinion on a party that can contest as an opposition to this party, who would you propose as the better party? Right?
I think we need to have a properly consolidated coalition Because there's no one party that's showing the unique.
Now we're looking like China. We're looking like a one government party right now, yeah.
No, but we need a coalition. Here what happened. Because we politics so you see, they play small, man. They play small because we politics so nasty and dirty. Right? Here was me problem with politics.
You don't like play. You don't mind playing them or you want. That's a thing, you know.
No, but here was the program. I know if I followed up in politics, I could outsmart any one of them. A Norton, a Maipal, any one of them, and me and Ben Yuji.
Hey, let me tell you, this is my opinion on politics in Ghana. There's no patriotism. There's no patriotism.
Well, that is it. That is it. It is dangerous. Now, I would look at a Norton. I like me. If I was an opposition leader, I would have sat and spoken with the president. Because here we're going on. With what is being expressed. Eh?
Because you would need as much information as you can get.
No. What I'm saying, listen to me. So because of our windfall of wealth, there is enough to take care of everybody. Yes, sir?
Yeah, but tell me, is
so,
that the situation of the day?
I like me. I would walk into City Hall, root out everybody, throw everybody under the bus as a PNC-led City Hall. Because City Hall has been corrupt for the most part because of how they operate. Paying people for doing nothing and all them things. Root out and show the government that you hear them now. If you finance me, you understand? We gonna make City Hall look, but I control City Hall. So you gotta give the money to me. Because this thing about power, people don't know. Power is security. You understand? In this day and age, power is security. Because not to say Aubrey Norton doesn't have power. He has a driver, he gets his funds. Aubrey Norton is paid by the government to be a opposition leader, you know. He's taken care of.
What power is
MPs, no. A lot of people want power within their own lives. Children want power. That's why children cry.
No,
Human beings by nature.
You speak about power, you speak about the ability to promote change. Not about having a driver and having...
No. Well, hear what I'm telling you. Hear what I'm telling you. Now, if, I like me, when I used to cuss out the PNC, it's because I felt helpless and this was my platform to be able to send a message out. Right? You want to know what's real power? If a man message me and say, GPL, some land and post file, and they will give you a serial number, for instance, a reference number since last and everything. And I send the message to GPL with the message of the man thing, and they say, they get the bill of a call back here right away. I send something to GT&T, and right away. So,
to promote change, and you have that ability, President.
Yes. Now, I am saying, if the opposition is wise and were not malicious and racist, they now could come. Here what I would do. I had to tell the president, here I'm now. Remember, you got enough money for everybody. Here how this thing to do. I can stay for me one side. Me want to be King Joffrey Jaffa. Like I'm doing presently. So me want to be King Joffrey Jaffa. Here we can do for me. I can go in meet communities and I can identify these issues. Because remember, I like in communities that or townships that the opposition control, they now get to dispense the finances. They know to create jobs for their people. Or they could narrate how they want this community developed. What the PPP and the government is using against them is because every time they get in money, like City Hall, every time they get in money, it gone into a black hole. I would say, here what we gonna do? Bring in an audit, let me draw a line through City Hall, I can get rid of everybody, because I control the City Hall. I get rid of everybody, tell the people what's the rules, but here what you gotta do. You gotta make sure you give me enough funds. Because the government... Who's that? No, I have not reached the level of maturity to be an astute politician. Here what I'm telling you. No. Me need no encouragement. Me not stupid banner. Here why? Y'all would not like. No, here. Me ain't got fear losing nothing. I am in an ideal position because if I run, the government will support. Because the government knows my modus operandi. You understand? Now, hear what I'm saying to you. Me and K, I walk into people. But here where Here where my problem lies.
Critic, we need you.
Brother, here where my problem lies. Y'all ain't ready for me?
We ready for you.
No! Guyana, here I tell you. First day! First day!
I got 1,000 people right now.
Bro, if I were to be given the opportunity as a leadership position in this country, the first day, everybody think gun.
Before they were?
Everybody think gun.
Well, look, let me tell you the thing. So I'm a man that favor the right thing. Yeah, understand? Like how great they want to do the right thing, but they didn't do the right thing.
No, but here now, remember what has happened. People gonna come. People gonna come and advise your man, no, you can't do this. You ain't gonna get votes. When you put me, here what I do the first thing is when I campaign, I say, yo, here we do. Mini bosses them got organize. Whoever I say doing in 100 days, doing in 100 days. Mass confusion, riot, and everything else could happen. I do it in 100 days.
He's alright.
Yes, sir.
You see, we don't even protest. So I can teach you what shoving is.
Buses coming right away. Me ain't got time with the 1,500 bus drivers. Y'all can start driving big bus. Yes, sir. Take the small bus. All them bus. We got all them fancy thing I'm using us up. First day.
Well, watch.
Guyana police force. Mass confusion. First month.
Come on, John. Come. We ready for you.
No, but y'all ain't ready. No, y'all ain't ready for the. Here up now. All I could say, the world is not ready for an honest dictatorship.
What do you think as a nation we will be ready? Because this is 2024, Critic.
Give them by time. There now. Give Ali he 10 year and I'll consider it in 2030. 2030. Here what's gonna happen now. Remember I calculative. So looking at by time then all the road done bill, all the house, all the comfortable, and then I come and whip y'all straight up.
You want to lose them contracts, bro. That's what happens to you, bro. And put patriotism in front of the money and you will get better rewards.
As a me for politics?
To get the money
Hey, yo, here what I'm telling you. I am telling you, I tell you again. Y'all ain't ready for me. This country ain't ready for honest dictatorship. No talking. Yes, sir. I like them banner Amsterdam. I think when I got prove himself out of jail. You believe I could be president and a man ever chop off me head? New wing in the prison right away. Me ain't got time with no judicial system and all me dying there. I know wrong and right. Me playing politics.
We need you out there. We need you out there.
We talk, bro. We talk.
Country critics. We don't see you in a giant.
I thankfully turn down your request. Thanks though. Thanks that there are people that have confidence in my leadership. We talk. Roger, bro. Love, man. Love always. Here we're saying, it's nice to know that people think that I have the leadership qualities. But no, me don't dilute myself. I gotta get more mature. I gotta get background. Like I hear people talking, think Norton can't talk nothing. Norton don't know nothing about politics. Norton is a political scientist. He reads some books and all. I know people. I know how people feeling in this country. I know what's going on. I too become confused. Look, I all the time I start yesterday, been and get this in an hour, my driver's license back. In an hour, a GRA. You understand? And all the time I thinking, I too just believe the opposition rhetoric that everything falling apart in this country. It gets in your head no matter who you are or what is you're talking or you're thinking. Yeah, brother.
Yeah, good morning, Critic.
Talk to me.
Nigel Hughes is not even a proper lawyer representing poor people.
No. Nigel Hughes, I must say in this country, if we can be dealing with facts, and I'm going to be true to my word, Nigel Hughes is one of the best liars.
Well, you know, I had a personal experience he handling my case.
I ain't say you win all the cases.
Right, but here now, no, apart from winning or losing a case, he had a case handling for me. He's not a man of his word, right?
I eventually took back the file. When I took back the file from him, the file was all over the place. File went missing, pages went missing and everything. So he didn't get no leadership quality, and I don't think he would be a good leader to represent the ordinary people.
That's my argument. That's my argument.
That's my thing.
All right.
Yes.
And my argument is based on the fact that he has never expressed that leadership quality. When given the opportunity, what leaders do? You know who was a great leader and a great politician? Roger Luncheon. So I sat and talked to Roger Luncheon, and I saw an opportunity at the time, something really busting, where to create confusion in the country. Right? And I said, I tell Luncheon, I say, this is a way to create confusion. You know what Luncheon told me? Luncheon said, man, but when the people done broke up everything, who got to build it back? And I was like, wow, I thought political parties wanted to create confusion for others. No. Many times I tell Jack, you watch it like really. I tell you, I got the big boss thing coming as well. Hey, Jack, you gonna tell me how what gonna happen to the bus drivers and conductors? We're gonna be jobs for the people. He says, what put him mother rasa here? So leaders have to strike that balance. Now, who really thrive off of public transportation? Ask yourself that. Why would Jagyo care? Like you would think you said, I'd bring in the bus and let the opposition people try there. No. And that is how I know that me reaches them banners make I learn. Like I see the president is do something. I ain't doing nothing like that as president. Me promise you not like that. Squatting, if I were to become president, squatting done right away. I give you 1 year and say, well, here, everybody, squatter tell the housing ministry here, I'm not squatters. Getting forced preference. Once you're living for a piece of land, get a piece of land for them because they have to move. Then you give them, they sign a document, timeline, when to move and all that. The next year, Christmas Day, New Year's Day, your house broken down. You got to move, no squatting. You can't stand up nowhere too long. The rules are the rules. And if I am to ever give a leader position, come as they come for do. I don't care if it's only 5 years. I get nowhere they're done. People can sit down 20, 30 years after and say, yo, that a leader come and shake up the place. Like this being nice. You understand? Because people have done this for you and them man pay respects. Them man is acting, man is never embarrass the opposition. The politics is, it's far more complicated than you would think. I can't play the game. If I know you wrong, I come here for you. This baby party got broke up. If I become president and my son get caught the crowd, I say, son, you gotta take one for the team. Daddy could call the judge and thing. You understand? And let it deal like Harry, but you're going to jail. Let it know daddy seriously, you want son he put in jail. You understand? Me sons them know. Right away, if I turn president, that man gonna do something. I say, yo, son, come. You gotta take some jail. You understand? Me covering up, man, for nobody. Y'all ready for that? Y'all ready for that level of madness? Y'all ain't ready for that? People only hollering, yes, the one change. They ready for it? Hello?
Protection still on your life?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you something. When you talking there now, I see you in life right now. How you talking there like it's only China doesn't operate, so? China,
Partner.
if you get catch, that's what I'm saying. If you get catch in China with drugs, this hour, next hour you there from the fire squad.
Fire squad. Here now, here laugh. I try for buying. I try to buy something for them Chinese, like them state-owned, them big Chinese companies, state-owned companies, right? Construction company owned by the government.
Yeah.
So I see some things resting in the yard, right? I say, man, I want these things. I buy the thing I use, like, you know, I go to the man for it. The man said, no, you can't sell them things. You got, when the Chinese come for do the audit and thing missing, the man in charge of the company down here going back to China and get shot. The man carry you back to China and put you for the firing squad.
Yeah, but that is what, why you believe?
Here laugh, China get them. The people that were working, how you believe you don't get Chinese workers? You know, you just get, when anybody come and work in your man, everybody else just jump off and go and work with other people. How you believe you don't get Chinese workers? Chinese workers, when they send you around the world, they set up your family, get them house and stuff back in China.
Yeah.
If you jump ship and you ain't making enough money for take care of your family and bring them to Guyana, they take back the house and throw them on the street. You serving them no purpose.
Well, it's not what I tell you. It's not you want to be the Chinese leader.
Oh, shucks.
Demonstrate in this country.
Boss, I forget you. I now left and come to you. Oh, my mama.
All right.
I forget you.
What you can do, man?
I ride in. I ain't taking long. Here, I got right. I can only take about 15 minutes to reach over there.
All right, good. Right?
Station, in front of the station.
Yeah.
Roger that. Safe, right away. Rain falling? All right. I got right. I got to go, guys. I got to go. Yeah. So, I'm telling y'all ain't ready for a leader like me. Straight up off the bat, y'all ain't ready for this level. You understand? Like, I know what's needed. I make those serious changes in my life. When you say, stop, you just like, watch me, I say, you fat, you gotta do shit about this, boy. You gotta organize yourself. You gotta be healthier. You understand? And I decide, this is what I'm doing. Serious. U.S. government rejects and slaps down PPP government requests for social media personality to be arrested for exposing PPP. No, man, nobody never make no request for she. Melly, they full of themselves. Somebody makes a request, government, she's ill important. Funny, yesterday they had a high level meeting, but she even was the part of the discussion. When they bring up where you're doing milk, they say, man, don't worry, she has. It's low life. You understand? She break for about putting about request. Nobody never make no request for her. She will be tied up in litigation. That's my plan for her for the rest of the year and next year. Tied up in litigation. But think, you got credit in this phone, right? I got to go on GPL doing a loss reduction exercise to take out thief in electricity. Is mass confusion with them people. So guys, I got to go. Y'all take care. Peace out.